He trusts us. He gives us so much love and so much trust. It's amazing. And I know that often I am in the position of authority. I'm just a little speck. I'm a little recipient of His grace. And whatever authority is coming through me, it's the authority of the truth. It's the authority of Krishna. It's the authority of Prabhupada. That's all. I have no individual, separate, private claim for being an authority. But because I'm following them and I love what they have taught us, then I am also saying, yes, this is what I have learned is very good, and you should see if it will also help you. And then if you feel, oh, I am loved here, I'm trusted here, and I'm giving authoritative information, and I'm giving the freedom to do it, then you feel inclined to surrender. And that is the real secret. The real authority is that person who can teach others to surrender and to do devotional service. That's the real authority. Who cannot accomplish that, who cannot guide others to this spiritual perfect situation in life, he's not a good authority. You know, you're not an authority just by learning a few quotes from the scriptures, and you intimidate people by screaming at them and saying, if you do not follow what I say to you, you will go to hell, or you will not get the mercy of Krishna and this and that. No. This is not the authority. I have seen many great devotees. I've seen many pure devotees, and I've seen how they act. And they all acted with love. They would not intimidate people. They were giving beautiful instructions, and sometimes they would also become strong. I mean, Srila Puri Maharaj, they would also say something, this is wrong. Don't go that way. Don't associate with this type of attitude. This is sahajiya. Like when people were very eager to talk confidential pastimes of Krishna, they were getting very upset. Who are you to speak about that? First, deserve and then desire. This is the topic of following the angels. No? Angels fear where fools race and want to get there immediately. Because like spiritual, high, confidential topics, they have to be understood with years and years of selfless service. This is not a weekend engagement. This is not, oh, I'm going into Radha Krishna Leela meditation or something, and afterwards I watch television again. Follow me? Impossible. Years and years of selfless service and chanting of the Mahamantra, then inside of your heart may awaken some true appreciation of the divine Leela. And then you may even talk about that with one devotee privately, but not in public, and not, oh, now we are entering the secret topics and people just becoming all artificially enthusiastic, and it won't last. Like, for example, my Guru Deva Srila Sridhar Maharaj, when somebody asked him about something confidential, the Krishna Lila, he would actually become upset. He said, this is not for you to discuss. You should just understand what is the basics of spiritual life and practice it from all your heart, you know. To be a dedicated devotee for the 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, it's very rare. But there are some people like that. It's not impossible. One time, one devotee asked Srila Sridhar Maharaj, he says, and why are those books written if nobody should read them? If they are too confidential, why were they written? Then he answered, don't be an atheist. don't think that nobody ever can reach there to understand these. But when you're a neophyte and you want, I am now, yes, the Western mentality, we have like the Olympic mentality. Who's the first to read Govinda Lilamrita? Who's the first to read confidential books and maybe memorize a few verses and say, I'm there, I'm a top quoter of the top scriptures. And then they may even reach to shed tears while talking about these subjects, and everybody thinks, wow, this guy must really be highly advanced. And the next thing you know, he gave up his sannyas. And he's again living the normal life of every Tom, Dick and Harry. Then you say, well, what happened to this Govinda Lila you were so absorbed in? I guess I didn't realize it. I mean, these things are not public topics. That's what I mean. You listen to Srila Prabhupada, you read the books of Srila Sridhar Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Vallabh Tirtha Maharaj. You see how they touch upon these topics, They mention these topics authoritatively, but at the same time they cause us. Caution, caution, caution. One of the top cautions were given by Srila Prabhupada in the Krishna book, when he relates the Rasa Leela, I read about the Rasa Leela 35 years ago. And it's beautiful description, and I loved them. I was very enchanted by the idea that every soul can dance with God in the spiritual world. I say, wow, that sounds wonderful. I want to go there. But Prabhupada said, don't misunderstand. Don't think that this has anything to do with eroticism or sexuality of this world. Nothing. If you think so, you'll be doomed. Your spiritual life will be doomed if you think that Radha and Krishna and Gopi Lila is some erotic Leela, for getting aroused and infatuated for any type of material pleasure. No, it's not. It's the marriage of the eternal soul with the eternal Lord in the eternal world, and you don't know anything about it. But when you just hear about it carefully from the spiritual master as he spoke about these things, then there's a purification process coming up in your heart. And if you're going to serve the Guru and Krishna from all your heart, maybe when you're an old man, or maybe some spiritual enthusiasm may arise within you, and you may say, I want to live in the spiritual world. I'm not want to be married again and be born in this material world again. I'm not. So authority on these type of topics means actually not to indulge in discussing these topics very openly and writing about them very openly. Not like that. It only creates a havoc and a speculation in our society. That's what's called then coming to sahajiyas. Sahajiyas are speculating, they're concocting so many things. And we don't like to talk about it, but it's a fact that there's many sahajiyas in this world. Recently, a guy came to our temple in Bulgaria, and he dressed in a sari. He says, I'm trying to experience my gopi bhav. Actually went around. The devotees were shocked. What is this, a man in a sari? What kind of speculation is this? Huh? Yes, these things. So Sahajaism, it starts at a certain level and it also goes on. It's bogus. The authority means to give safe guidance to people to true Krishna Bhakti. And this famous consideration of Raganuga Bhakti, that's a very wonderful topic, Raganuga Bhakti. It is a topic of being totally detached from material pleasure and being completely enthusiastic to serve Krishna with all your